What's going on YouTube? Is Ted Awuga. Some more disturbing news came out as far as boxing goes, and I had to say my piece on this. Berto just recently tested positive for testosterone also, so his rematch with Victor Ortiz is in jeopardy at the moment. There's just a lot of shit going on in boxing. First, we had the cancellation with Amir Khan and Lamont Peterson's rematch. Peterson tested positive for testosterone also. He was using some sort of pellet that was surgically implanted into his armpits, and it gets secreted into the body through perspiring, I guess. And now Berto, I don't know what his full story is, but all we know right now is that he did test positive. And what's funny is that first it was Lamont Peterson that wanted the extra drug testing going on for their fight, and now Berto, because Team Berto was accusing Ortiz of being on some shit too. So now Berto gets tested positive. This just happened within like a month of each other, so it's quite significant. I mean, the probability of more boxers using some sort of performance-enhancing drug just skyrockets. It's probably more common than people think, and it's honestly very disturbing. I think for sure after this that all boxing commissions across the world are going to implement some sort of testing. I honestly commend Floyd Mayweather for asking for drug testing and for boxing to clean up the sport and whatnot. But what Mayweather is, his method of drug testing is not effective, and I'll tell you why. HGH can cycle out of your body in about a day, so a day or two. It doesn't. Do your research on it. It does not take a long time for your body to get rid of HGH from your system, so that you can potentially use it and then cycle off of it for a couple days, and you won't test positive for it. So what Floyd is doing is that he's saying, all right, you're going to need random blood testing throughout training camp. But it's not like boxers are never training, or a lot of boxers are this way, where they don't train when they don't have a fight schedule. But a lot of them, they're constantly in the gym, they're constantly training and whatnot. So my point is, boxers, including Floyd Mayweather, we honestly never know. Boxers could be using HGH or other performance-enhancing drugs throughout their off time where they don't have a fight, and then just cycle off of it for when the fight, for when they do have a fight signed, and then they're gonna test clean every single time. So what Floyd is saying is not a very effective way of anti-cheating and anti-performance enhancing drug protocol. What the commissions around the world need to do is, whoever is a licensed boxer, whoever is actively boxing, they need to implement a random blood and urine drug test randomly throughout the year. So it doesn't have to be every month. It could be just random. It could be twice a month or once a year, whatever the whoever's doing the testing feels is necessary. In this case, it should have a central body in boxing that does all the testing and looks over all of the people, all the boxers that are actively boxing under promotional companies. These are all fighters that need to be tested all the time. So man, I feel sorry for, I mean, we'll find out what the true story is or what's going on behind it, but Berto, I mean, if he was using performance-enhancing drugs, I feel sorry for all the Berto fans. I feel sorry for all the Peterson fans, because these are caught cheaters. And it's funny how they ask, and they're the ones asking for the drug testing. It's funny because now it seems like they're just asking for drug testing just to clear up their own image and make it look like, oh, I'm not cheating, but in reality they are the ones cheating. And another interesting point I want to point out that Andre Berto, he recently teamed up with your boy Victor Conti. He's the same dude that was giving steroids to Sugar Shane Mosley in 2003, and he served time for that also, which is very significant that of all people he would do it again. So I mean, they probably think that they came up with some sort of formula where you will be tested positive for it, and then you know, not knowing everything they can about whatever they're taking, they do end up testing positive for it. So you know, we'll keep our eyes and our ears posted, and you know, we'll see how this story unfolds. But man, it really sucks that if that rematch doesn't happen, because I was really looking forward to that. I was really looking forward to the Peterson rematch with Khan. So we're losing a lot of good fights. This is looking very bad for the sport of boxing. And man, you know, I stand behind Manny Pacquiao all the time, forever. But if he gets caught, I mean, I'm not saying he's on anything, but I mean, I'm 100% sure he's not, because if Pacquiao's on something, Khan would be on something too, because they both had the same team, the same conditioning coach and whatnot. So if Khan tested clean, Pacquiao would test clean. But if any dirt comes up on Alex Ariza or Manny Pacquiao, I mean, it would be a huge blow to the sport. I'd be off boxing. I don't know. But anyway, rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think, and man, we'll just see what happens in the next couple days. This is your boy Ted Awuga. Peace.